Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to this right now, asking yourself, what do the questions of the universe hold, then we must sadly tell you, we got nothing.
Greetings and salutations, my psychedelic children, my beautiful souls, and welcome once again to the expose into the art of conversation. We got nothing. I am your host, Catalyst Jost, coming at you once again from the beautiful Sunshine Wasteland of Central Florida. And I'm here today with one of my most pristine guests. He and I have been through the trenches of the service industry, and he is someone that I consider a brother by choice. So please help me welcome one Alexander Kondo.
Yeah.
What's good, son?
What's up, man? What's up?
What's up? How's this week been?
This week's been interesting, man. You know, kind of just going through it, trying to get life back together. Kind of fell flat on my face, but, you know, picking back up, bouncing like a bouncy ball, and just rolling around.
Heard that. I know you were telling me about, like, if you want me to say it on here, like, AA. I spent a year sober, so, like, how's that going for you?
Yeah, man. AA is going good right now. I'm doing about 40 days sober. No drinking, no smoking, no nothing. Same body clean. Kind of went through some deep ends. Kind of ran my car through a tree. And
oh, Jesus. You ran it through the tree.
Yeah, the tree had no chance against me. I ran right through that thing. And
man versus nature, man won.
Yeah, man won. Head 0, car 0, my body 0, tree 0, car 1.
Oh, Jesus. But other than the obvious, you're doing okay, obviously, because you're here right now.
Yeah, man. Happy to be alive. Happy to be sober. Happy to be just, you know, up and walking around. Could have been a lot worse than what it was, but, you know, we lived through some things and shit just happens.
Heard that. Yeah, no, I told you before, like, the first couple months of sobriety sucks ass, so how are you dealing with it?
First couple months sucks.
There it is.
Sucks, man. I never thought I'd crave. I didn't think I was that big of an addict, but holy shit, do I miss being fucked up all the time.
It's like when you want like candy for so long, like and you take a taste of it and you're like, I've wanted Reese's for so long. Ugh.
Yeah, I've had that feeling, but it's more like with meat.
Facts.
I love my steaks, bro.
Speaking of meat, you yourself are a chef. What inspired that journey?
I'm a chef, yes. I've been cooking and I've been in and out of the restaurant industry for about 11 years. I've been doing that pretty well. I started off with a host job down at an Applebee's out in UCF.
Okay.
Hated that shit. Not gonna lie, like that was the worst thing I've ever done in my life. Like I don't mind being nice, but being nice for no reason every day, all day, and putting on that fake mask wasn't for me.
Yeah, no, corporate restaurant gigs are fucking dog shit. Like, I prefer the handmade, independent style. I mean, like, it's not, like, gonna make a lot of money. Well, no, I can't say that even. Like, it's not gonna be touted or gonna get a lot of clout, but, like, at the same time, like, if you're, like, really presenting what you're selling, it don't matter. But at the same time, that's, like, I even told you, like, that's literally the most underappreciated blue-collar job.
Yeah, absolutely. So I started off as a host, worked my way up to being lead server. From server, I hated that too. The money was great and everything, but I found myself more intrigued with the food and the aspect of, like, treating people better just by, you know, putting something in their mouth that was going to make their lives changeable. I know that's a weird way to put it, man, but, like, I remember my first bite, you know, like my first bite of, like, a Michelin star, like, plate. I can remember that it was black and mahi fish with a parsnip puree and some heirloom tomatoes, and it had, like, a pretty much like a mint chimichurri sauce on top of it, which was outstanding, and that is always, like, something, like, I can always refer back to. But these days, man, it's more like I just want to cook the best food I possibly can and make somebody smile, just, you know.
Yeah, no, Michelin ain't nothing to fuck with. Now, like, even though I was in the industry for a little bit, like, I never really knew about Michelin till, like, we worked together. So, like, can you explain more to the audience, like what it is about Michelin stars, like that's so prevalent in the industry.
Man, there's only a certain amount of restaurants or places to eat in the world. I couldn't name it the top of my head right now, but just to get a Michelin star, and there's 5 stars that you can get, it has to be consistent. It has to be quality. It has to be over the top. It has to be something incredible every time. It can't just be just one dish was incredible. It has to be from the hostess being incredible all the way down to the busboy being incredible. And from the busboy, the dishwasher better be on top of his game because if he's not pushing out them plates, like it's not gonna be working out. So just getting a Michelin star and having that experience to go to, I believe it was Emerald's that I went out to, that was incredible. Like shout out to Chef Emerald, he's like one of the OGs in this game, and Iron Chef Morimoto, that is one of my top dogs. Those guys like definitely inspire me. Just tasting their food before is something that you can't even describe. Like you have to go do it for yourself, or you're not going to understand what I'm going through.
So it takes like a specific skill set, like culinary wise, to really earn that Michelin, but like also hospitality, obviously.
Yeah, absolutely. Hospitality, the chef skills, the knife skills, just cooking. I know so many kids that come from culinary degrees and everything, but they're so stuck in the book and just learning how to do things by the book that they're never gonna go above and beyond to expand their palate or expand their mindset because all they have is knowledge from the books or from their teachers. Me, never went to school. I dropped out my second semester of college. I had this math teacher. She came up to me and she's like, "Forget everything you learned about math. If you don't do math my way, you're not gonna understand anything." And I failed every single math course I had all the way up until my senior year of high school. So I said, "Screw this." I literally grabbed my last check from my Valencia college account and I dipped out. And that was it, bro. I was gone.
So like it is a tight wire act. Like yeah, you gotta follow the recipe, but at the same time, like if you recognize where X and X can be improved, like and you don't have the balls to like put in that effort and like put in that energy to like really like jettison it to the top, like you ain't doing shit, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You're not gonna be doing shit. I mean, you ever seen the movie Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Man, everybody loves Chef Ratatouille, man. Chef, what was his name?
Fuck. Haven't seen that movie in years.
Right,
You
right.
put me on the spot right now.
I did put you on the spot. Damn it, bro. That's gonna kill me today. Now I can't even remember his name. But I remember him making that soup, and he tried it for the first time, and he was like, "Oh hell no, this ain't it. This is not gonna work, bro." And then you start seeing him add some seasoning, some sage, some salt, some pepper, and him just dancing around the kitchen, bro. That is literally my life. That is literally my life right there. I can try something, and I could just from off rip just know exactly what it needs. And I hate to say it, but like man, I eyeball everything. Like I don't even use measuring cups these days.
So other than like serving the public, obviously, like what is it about the kitchen that like brings you back? Like for how hard the industry is, that's like harrowing. Like the way it feels. Like why put yourself through the battlefield in that way?
Man, it's like sticking a needle in your arm. It really
All
is,
right,
man.
all right.
It's like cooking up a spoon and sticking it right in your arm. Like you ain't gonna get nothing better. That high is amazing, but you also know you're killing yourself in the end of the day.
It's kind of like the gym.
Yeah, man. I hate working out, but like I do it every fucking day. If I didn't work out, I couldn't eat as much as I possibly do, and I eat like a monster. Like I'll eat like a freaking monster. Like right now, when we're about to eat some dinner, bro, my plate's gonna be 3 times as big as yours.
Or yeah, no, I already know. I already know. This industry is taxing on the mental health. Like only like I'm not gonna say psychopaths, but like
No.
people who are mentally fucked up in any sort of way can really survive and thrive in the industry. What brought you to this point, and how do you still keep going with it, knowing that like you are stepping literally in war every day?
Man, my chef right now, Chef Murph. Love you, Chef Murph. If you ever hear this, man, just know I think about you. He just told me today, or not today, like this week, he was like, man, there's something wrong with us. Being cooks, being chefs, being sous chefs, being in the restaurant industry. There's something completely morally wrong with us because one, we hate waking up at the crack of dawn. 2, we're out party drinking until the crack of dawn. 3, we're back in the kitchen at the crack of the dawn, working our asses off, sweating our asses off. But there's something just about putting food on a plate. It's just really like comforting. It's really just like, nostalgic. It's like it's something you can't beat, especially when you find somebody that takes that first bite of your food that you've been working probably a week, maybe 3 days, maybe 2 days, maybe even a couple hours on. Like it could have been 30 minutes, but like if you throw a plate down real quick and you see somebody take that bite and they come back and their eyes are just exploding, like I'm talking about like cartoon like Warner Brothers, like cartoons coming out of their eyes, like
like oh god,
yeah, Ruga, man, and then they just give you that like that smirk and that thumbs up, like they haven't had anything better than that. That's what I live for. That's literally what I live for.
heard that. Going through life, like, were you always like into chef work, or was that like kind of a way to blow off steam?
I mean, the reason I picked up chef work, my mom hates this joke, but I tell everybody my mom can't cook, and it's kind of fact. She like burns popcorn, and
Jesus.
I know, man. But my mom she wasn't the best chef, but she also knew how to throw down. She knows how to make some things, and I was tired of eating the same meal every other day, every other week. Like it just wasn't it, and I finally just picked up some chicken one day, threw it on a flat top, or no, I threw it in a pan and I cooked it up. Some lemon, some butter, a little bit of salt, and pepper. I had some like mixed vegetables from like a bag or steamed bag like that, and I ate it up that day, not knowing how to cook anything. And long story short, I ended up getting myself salmonella that night, so I was puking.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah, man.
Wow.
I think I was like 8, 9 years old around that time, and bro, I was puking for like the next day and a half. It was horrible, man. Freaking gut was wrenched, and mom comes home, she's like seeing me on the bathroom floor, just like, I can't even pick myself up. I'm just like hovering over the toilet, just hacking up my lungs, and just watching my internals come out.
Just making it out with the toilet.
Oh yeah, bro. Like I was trying to lick the bottom of the bowl of the toilet just to make everything go better. But yeah, no, it's been an interesting life. It's been a hard life. It's definitely had its ups and downs. I've lost a lot of things, and I've won a lot of things out of just being in the kitchen industry. My mental health is definitely taken a factor from it. I've had to take leave days from my mental health. I ended up losing my job for taking some of those leave days. Some days I'll come into the kitchen completely fired up to the point where I start drinking on the line. I'm talking about I'll put down a whole liter of Tito's real quick.
Yo.
Yeah, and then get shit done, and then somebody says the wrong thing to me, and I'm ready to throw a knife at your face, and I'm like, well, you got to go home after that.
Yeah, no, right. What's the biggest struggle, like the biggest challenge when it comes to that industry?
Can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen, bro. Can't stand the heat. Get out of the kitchen.
Yeah, no, because, like, again, liking it to a tight wire act, like, it's any moment something can fuck up and everything just falls apart.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like I've literally had a sauce working for probably like 3-4 hours, and then I hit up my steward to go handle it to me or go chill it real quick so we can put it in the cooler. And he slipped and fell, and like I've had the whole sauce.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely, man. And it fell to the floor to the point where like I was finding sauce like on a camera. I was finding sauce inside the walk-in cooler, which the walk-in cooler had its door closed, which I didn't understand. Like it went under the door and up the other side. It was ridiculous, man. So like, it's not just you; it's everybody else that's in the kitchen that you also got to watch out for. And if shit happens like that, it's like either you buckle down, walk out, or you buckle down and get shit done.
Yeah, no, it does teach synergy, though, like similar to a sports game. If someone's not pulling their weight and whatnot, like on the outfield, like the whole strategy falls apart.
So. Oh yeah, it absolutely will fall apart, and at that time it's either you man up or you don't. And I've had too many times where I've seen people not pulling their weight, and 9 times out of 10 I'm the lead on the line, and I will kick somebody out of the kitchen ASAP. Like I don't give a shit. Like I'll run 6,000 tickets in a couple hours, but it might be 12 hours later, but I'll run the 6,000 tickets solo dolo until somebody else can come and step up. But yeah, I've kicked too many kids out of the kitchen way too many times just because they couldn't help out or they couldn't keep up or they just had a shitty ass attitude.
Oh, absolutely. Like, ego is the big killer when it comes to the industry. And
Pride's the devil, man.
you're not lying.
Pride is the devil, man.
Overall, with when it comes to cooking, because that seems like your passion in life. What do you aim for the future in terms of like creating a legacy?
Okay, yeah. Chef is my life, man. I got a knife on my arm that says "Chef till I die." I got a chef hat on my face, like a teardrop, because if you don't got the eye of the chef, or you just don't got that passion, like you ain't gonna go anywhere. And growing up, all my homies, all my boys, like even today, they were all trying to do the military. They're all trying to go on leave and everything. That just wasn't the life for me. I wasn't trying to get yelled at.
Yeah. I know you. Like, I've seen you how you were when you get yelled at. Like, this is a bit of a call on the spot kind of deal. Do you want to tell about the last time we spoke on the job? Uh,
Oh, at the restaurant.
yeah.
Yeah, man. So last thing I wanted to do was go to the military and have somebody screaming and yelling at me. Little did I know that having a chef was going to be just like having a military top dog yelling at you and screaming at you, jump up and down, chop faster, do this, that, and the other, make this quicker. And my life went to hell right after that. But I know I still enjoyed it. But the time that you're talking about, I had the chef that I was working for, and we kept going at it once in a while, and it got to the point where he was like, "Man, you can't have any more smoke breaks. If you need to go to the bathroom, you got to tell me. If you want some water, you got to ask me. If you got to do anything, it's got to go through me first."
Like basically an automaton.
Yeah, like he was trying to make me seem like I was like his little bitch, and that definitely wasn't it, because me and him were just on the same plane level. It's just he got to a little bit higher level than I was at the time, a little bit faster just because of who he knew.
Connections.
Yeah, connections, man. So that led to me and him going at it, and my head chef came in, and he was like, "What's going on with you two?" And I was like, "Bro, this is what's going on. I can't deal with this anymore. But I'll talk to you after the shift." And he was like, "All right, cool." So me and the head chef, after the shift, I was ready to clock out. He got over to the meeting area, called me over, and it was time for me to clock out. So I clocked out like I usually do, got my bags, packed up my knives and everything. I was walking off the line, and the sous chef came up to me. He was like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I was like, "It's the end of my shift, dog. Like it's time for me to go home. Like bye. All the other cooks are here. Like you don't need me." He's like, "You got to stay on the line, and you can't leave until I tell you to leave." And I was like, "Well, sir, I've got shit to do, so I'm out." So I walked over to my head chef, and I started talking to him about what was going on, and we started chopping it up. And he kind of understood my point of view, so he was gonna go talk to the other sous chef afterwards, and the other sous, and pretty much my higher up, came over to me, the guy that I was having beef with. I tried to sit down on the conversation, and I wasn't having it. And I was like, "Bro, like if I start talking to you right here, right now, I'm gonna say something I don't want to say." And he was like, "Nah, man, you got to sit down. You got to talk to me. Like, this is what's gonna go on." And I was like, "Bro, we could talk tomorrow because today's not the day." So I tried to get up and leave. Buddy got up right in front of my face, tried to push me back into the chair, and I had my backpack on at the time. And I was like, "Bro, just because I got a cute backpack on doesn't mean I ain't gonna fuck you up. You don't know what's in this backpack." And I started reaching in my backpack for my strap, and
Gotcha.
yeah. So head chef was like, "No, don't do that. Because I already know what you got in there. Like, just get the fuck out of the kitchen." So I started walking away. Buddy, the other guy, ended up trying to grab me by my shoulder. He's like, "I'm not done with him yet," and we almost scrapped it up right there. So like, I ended up slapping his hat off, his head. We started like screaming at each other. I was ready to like rip him like another one. But half of the staff from the the kitchen came up and like grabbed me and like started kicking me out of the kitchen. And then, yeah, that was that.
If you are skilled and you can bring the smoke, like I get it, but like there's still a line. We're all human. We all bleed red. You should not get physical with someone who is under you. You shouldn't get physical at all.
Yeah, man.
Like I go with what John Witherspoon, Craig's dad, said in Friday. Like no facts. Like this is all the protection you need. I'm holding my fist up.
Yeah.
Like you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. That's a last resort. You should not be able to quell any conflict beyond words. And if it is, like, Hey, yo, duke it out in the back.
Yeah, man, hands should never been thrown unless in mutual combat. Hands should have been thrown unless you have an agreement with somebody. Hands shouldn't be thrown unless you're like fucking around with like your boys and you guys are pissed drunk and you guys just want to let off some steam. Like other than that, you guys should not be throwing hands. Like hands is last resort.
Especially in a professional setting where, like, the clientele, like, the whole foundation of the industry, like, hinges on your attitude and, like, what's gonna happen next.
Yeah, absolutely, man. The place that we was working at, we had 11 different kitchens in that bitch.
Facts, yeah.
11 different kitchens in that bitch. And on top of that, it was an open kitchen network. Like, everybody saw every cook, everything. Like, the guests could come straight up to your kitchen and order straight from you as being a cook. Like, hey, man, can you make me this? And, like, absolutely. So, we did it in the middle of lunch rush hour, like, switching into dinner time. Like, Buddy was on some shit that day, my guy. He was on some shit, and I wasn't having it, man. And I usually throw hands, but like I don't throw hands unless it's again with mutual combat, mutual communication, or just throwing hands with my boys. And a couple of my boys know I can throw some hands, man. Sorry, Gio.
Thanks. Obviously, like, in an industry like that, like, the job is the job. Like, you take what you get out of it. Like, but on the sideline, like, especially with how mentally taxing it is, how do you blow off steam?
Gym right now. But before, alcohol and drugs. I did a lot of drugs. I did a lot of alcohol to the point where, yeah, I could blow 50% of my check that I just got on Friday just in one round of drinking.
Heard that. Yeah, no, like, it's with that industry in particular, like, it doesn't love you back. You put in what you get back, but like at the same time you don't get back the amount of effort you put in, the amount of energy you put in.
Yeah, man. Unless it's your kitchen or unless it's your business,
you are the captain of the ship.
Yeah, even the captain's ship. I've seen him go down. Like, you still gotta have some backup. You still gotta have somebody that's gonna give you some money or put some bread in your pockets. And those guys are the ones that are gonna come tear you down behind the scenes too. And you never see that coming until you actually step into a kitchen. But I'm like, unless it's you and your kitchen and you're doing all the funding, yeah, man, it's not what you want to be. And that's what I'm shooting for. I'm shooting for my food truck. I want a brick and mortar afterwards. I just want a place where all the homies can come up, chill at the end of their shift, chill at the end of like their hard times. Maybe if they break up with a girl or something like that, just to come get a hot meal, just kick it real quick and have a beer with me,
Yeah, no, like, that sounds lit. What's been keeping me in the gym, like, September of last year, I've been, watching One Piece. Like, before I was watching, Dragon Ball Z and shit like that, and, that's what got me pumped. Like, I know a dude back in college, like, he said, like, he works out to, Dragon Ball, and I was like, the fuck are you talking about? Now I get it, because that shit gets your adrenaline pumping and whatnot. Has anime, affected, your fitness journey?
Anime has had some like influence on my fitness journey, but what really gets my fitness journey going is watching everybody in the UFC, mixed martial arts and shit like that. It's more of like an achievable physique you can get to. But like watching like Goku and everybody grow up, man, God, dude, like who didn't want to be Goku?
Facts.
Like I don't know if you've been keeping up with Baki, but like who doesn't want to be Baki either? The strongest high schooler in the world. Man, that dude is ripped. That man is godlike. He does things like wow. I can only imagine about doing.
Honestly, I resonate more with Luffy because, like, dude's skinny as fuck like I am, and he has a six-pack, but, like, he can fuck up motherfuckers just based off his imagination, so, like...
That's true, and I feel like you're more like a Saitama, and I love...
Is it because of my bald-ass head? What the fuck are you talking about?
Maybe.
Yeah. Well, at least you're honest about that. No, I actually went as Saitama for last Halloween.
Man, he killed that costume. Like he the face and everything, bro. It was perfect. DJ is one of those guys that fucking he could do whatever the hell he wants, and he did that. He
Thank
did
you.
it. He rocked it hard.
Nah. Like, it's so crazy because, like, I remember back in high school, like, I got picked on for loving anime right now, and like shit. I've talked to hood rats. I've talked to CEOs. I've talked to sports dudes. I've talked to literal models, like model quality people, and they all love anime. And I'm just like, God damn. I wish I
No.
was born way back when, because like my uncles talk shit about how they were into D&D back in the 80s and 90s, and now that shit has blown up, and I'm experiencing the same renaissance, so to speak.
Yeah, no, freaking D&D's making its way right back, like, again. Like, I don't get how that's coming back, but I have one of the good friends. She was telling me that she's jumping on a D&D online through Discord.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, it sets it up, the whole game for you, and, like, it types it out, and I don't know how that works. I didn't jump on it, but, yeah, they're doing D&D on Discord now.
Yeah, no, you can do D&D on, like, video chat and whatnot. Like,
No
it's...
video chat.
Really?
No video
Not
chat.
even video chat?
Not even video chat. They're straight up doing it type word for word on Discord.
How the fuck does that work?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That doesn't sound right.
It didn't sound good in my head.
It doesn't.
It sounded like too much math.
Not just math, but like it kind of negates the human like interaction with it, like
Right?
talking to actual people. Like, what the fuck?
Man, I made one character in D&D, and I don't even know how you're supposed to get him, but like you're supposed to like roll a high number to like make him appear. But his name's Girth. He's a giant earthworm, and he just causes a black hole every time he opens.
Yeah, no, I made a what you call it? I made a character myself where it's it's an ogre that like gets half orc that gets like freaked out by spiders. It's like, yeah, no. Like there's a
You and your spiders, bro.
fuck off. Like no, there's a character in the D&D lore where she's the queen of spiders, and like she killed his orc tribe there, and like every time he sees spiders, he's just like, "Hey, leggies!" and he just like smashes the fuck out of everything. I fucking love aspects about that.
Oh, that sounds like some shit you would do.
No, for real. Like recently I just watched The First Omen on Hulu there, and there's spiders in that one, and I'm just like, why? Fucking their multiple eyes and their multiple legs. And
You won't even play Last Survivor. Jedi Last Survivor, whatever the hell it's called.
No. You're thinking of Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, no, I have a Survivor on the Xbox, but like
That's the one with the spiders in it.
yeah, but they have with Survivor the sequel there. They have an arachnophobic meter. Points to the depths for that. Like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You won't even play the first one.
no, I won't play the first one because I don't like regular spiders. Why would I want space spiders that are like the size of a fucking car? What are you talking about?
Size of a minivan, but whatever.
That's still not a selling point.
Oh,
right.
That's even worse.
Yeah, no,
Karate
that
chop
was
in
the
throat.
point.
Karate chop the throat.
Fuck out of here.
Karate chopping this man in the throat right now. He's getting chopped. Chopped.
Getting chopped.
How do you feel about the show Chopped?
The what?
The show Chopped.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Wait, we don't discuss it, man. Chopped.
Well, if we're going like that, how's the show The Bear?
Oh, bro, The Bear is one of the best things you could ever watch, especially if you're like in the restaurant industry. That is literally to the point where they have this man drinking out of the pint container, and bro, if you haven't ever drank out of the pint container, you never worked in a real kitchen.
Dude, everything was just so accurate. The smoke breaks, drinking out of the pipe container there, and like what is it? When they were selling a specific substance. I know you know what I mean.
Percho.
Yep. No, that is very restaurant accurate, unfortunately.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
Yeah, no, and Jeremy Allen White, lip from Shameless there, like he just like nails it out of the park. He's a very underrated actor, along with Cameron Monaghan there from
Yeah.
the Jedi series.
Yeah, no, that whole Shameless crew is definitely doing some better things. But yeah, no, The Bear is all time like one of my favorite shows right now. Just from the culinary aspect to just the drama that's going on in it. The drama the drama that's going on in the kitchen, the drama that's going on in your house life just because of what you do in the kitchen. It's literally my life. It's literally my whole life. Like to a damn T.
Heard that. When it comes to navigating the waters of the restaurant industry, what is some advice you would have for, say, aspiring chefs, other than don't do it?
No, I would never say don't do it, man. If you have something that you're passionate about and something that you're really good at and you find yourself doing it more than others, go ahead and shoot for it, man. But just don't get stuck on one thing. Always open up your horizons. Always feed yourself new knowledge. Always cracking up a new book, learn a new recipe. Do something that's going to inspire you or just make you think outside the box. Because if you can't do that, like you're just going to get stuck and you get bored. And that's how I usually find myself like leaving jobs because I get stuck and I get bored. We're making the same 15, 20, 30, or my last menu had 45 dishes on it. And even though it was 45 dishes, I had made 18, maybe 20 of them every day, probably 14, 15, 16, 17 times a day. Like, just find something that, can inspire you and just keep doing it. Even if you got to do it at home, just cook it up at the house, man.
Get that smoke.
Get your fix.
Put
that needle in your arm, bro.
Not literally. We do not endorse
Drug use.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, well, if it's legal in your state, do it.
Shut the fuck up.
Medically or recreationally, do what you got to do.
I'm crying. Speaking of which, since being down here in Florida, have you, because you're originally from Texas, like
El Paso born.
Have you found it more challenging to adapt to the hurdles of a state like Florida versus Texas?
Man, Texas is a good old homeboy country or state, you could say, and Florida is a free for all GTA.
Appropriate for next year is gonna be GTA 6.
Yeah, man, Florida is literally GTA in like life. It's like we got shootings, we got Michelin stars, we got Disney. We got freaking zoos. We got aquariums. We got the Gator Man. We got the.
I was about to say we have alligators, so.
Yeah, man. Don't feed them, guys. Please don't feed them. Don't come down here and start feeding the damn alligators because then they're gonna start chopping all my fish up.
Don't be assholes and feed the reptiles.
Please and thank you. Unless you're taking them home. I caught a few swamp puppies in my day.
I'm crying.
Hell yeah, man. Anything under 3 feet, I'll try to grab it. I'll be jumping in there, man. I'm a redneck for life, man. But I grew up in the city.
Oh, shit. Yeah, and fuck the weather down here. Fuck the tornadoes, the copious rain. Like, I won't complain about the
copious rain.
The copious rain. I do declare.
It never stops fucking raining.
Well, it comes in 30-minute increments. Let's be honest about that.
It's true, but those 30 minutes of increments, it comes down like a fucking hurricane.
That is facts. Speaking of which, we're in hurricane season. Not looking forward to that.
Is that what we call this? I call this bullshit time.
I call this the great moistening.
Sorry for you all. People don't like that word moist.
Moist. Well, when it comes to the restaurant industry, when it comes to anime, and when it comes to all things moist, flat out, folks, we got nothing. Kondo, thank you for hopping on the podcast. yeah, I can edit this out, but like, is there any way you would like the audience to follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me. I'm gonna start doing my Instagram a little bit hot more. I fell off on that, so if you want to hit me up on there, it's Condo52, or you just reach out to me. I'm always all over the Orlando. You'll find me somewhere doing some bullshit.
Yeah, he's the guy with the chef tattoo on his left cheek.
Yeah, man, you can find it.
No, it's the right cheek. I don't know directions. I'm dyslexic. But if you would also like to see what Life on Saturn Productions is cooking up in the future, follow Life on Saturn Comics on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And if you would also like to see what I personally provide with content, please follow me at Catalyst Jost. That is CATALY5TJ05T. And with all that being said, folks, please
Risen with the tism.
fuck you. Keep your vibes dope. Keep your zen flowing. And as always, peace.